What is up, guys? Pastor Matheny here, and thank you for joining me today in my study. So I was thinking today about this passage, which I'm going to read to you. This comes from Deuteronomy chapter 8. I'm going to read to you the first few verses of chapter 8. This comes from Moses' exhortation to the children of Israel as they're about to enter the promised land, his as I said, exhortation or encouragement to follow and to walk in the ways of the Lord, to treasure and to hold his word fast. And he's kind of reminding them of all it is that the Lord has given to them and all that he has done for them. But he has something very, very intriguing and very powerful to say to them here in these first few verses. So Moses says, "The whole commandment that I command you today, you shall be careful to do, that you may live and multiply, and go in and possess the land that the Lord swore to give to your fathers. And you shall remember the whole way that the Lord your God has led you these 40 years in the wilderness, that he might humble you, testing you to know what was in your heart, whether you would keep his commandments or not. And he humbled you and let you hunger and fed you with manna, which you did not know, nor did your fathers know, that he might make you know that man does not live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord." So I was just thinking about this last statement. He's talking about God leading the children of Israel through the wilderness. And he feeds them, Moses says, with manna, which was a food that they didn't know and that their fathers didn't know. It's this mysterious bread from heaven that God gives to them. And why Moses says, does the Lord feed them that way? To make you know that man does not live by bread alone, but man lives by every word that comes from the mouth of the Lord. And I was just thinking about this passage and thinking about how tempting it is for me to think that there's all these things that I need, and that all the good things that I have come really from my own hand. That I work hard to earn money so that I can feed my children and take care of my wife and keep my home up. And my goodness, if I stopped doing those things, I would be sunk. And I think that my standing in my community and that my status as a husband or a father or as a son or as a pastor comes from my own doing and my own work, and really it requires my own work and effort to sustain myself in whatever way I might do that. But Moses reminds us that the Lord, he tested his children, and he continues to do so today. Why? To encourage us to hold fast to his word, to make sure that we keep, that we treasure, that we guard his commandments, that is his word, what he has said to us. And so that we would learn thereby, in our keeping and treasuring of God's word, that we don't live just by our daily bread, but that we actually live. What we really need over and above all things is every word that proceeds from the mouth of the Lord. That really fundamentally what I need is not to expect that my status and my reputation and my possessions and my income and my good health and all those things come from my own efforts, but really to understand that to the extent that I have any of those things, I only have them because first and foremost, I have the word of the Lord. So that's just a good reminder for me, and hopefully also a good reminder from you of where all the good things that you have actually come from. So thank you for joining me today in my study. I hope to see you all again soon. Peace.